Well, this is a brutal one, and I know I'm going to lose a few people because I don't like the Geeks and Gamers, and for the most part, they're a bunch of crazy pro Trump morons. However, there are times they kind of get it right. And this time, reluctantly, I think, yeah, I don't like the way Jeremy did this specific commentary, but his basic reaction, I think, is correct.
Because of course that's what they're going to do. Of course that's the narrative. And I love this article right here from Yahoo that I screenshotted, and it says, please be normal about Julia Garner playing Silver Surfer. Oh, we will absolutely.
There it is. The Silver Surfer is going to be a woman. What do I think? Well, okay, listen. I just saw X-Men episode 4. It was very female centric. Had no problem with that. I'm actually pretty excited for the Supergirl film. Again, I don't think Millie's the right choice, but maybe it'll really be good. So I have no issue with female characters or female centric stories, whether Buffy, Wonder Woman, it's fine. As long as it's a good story, that's the main thing. However, I am also a big comic book person. So to me, Marvel really peaked from the 80s to early 90s. So that should be generally what they're using. So it could be this version is from a later run in the comics, and that's totally legit. But for me, some of the best Marvel comics come from that era. And I'm not saying all modern Marvel comics are bad. I actually read a Moon Knight a little while ago, and that actually was pretty strong. And Old Man Logan, also very good. So occasionally the modern Marvel will work. Overall, however, I just feel that modern Marvel is just not that strong. It just isn't that strong. So I would prefer go with the 80s and 90s. Not all of it. They've done some bad stuff. And yes, there is flexibility, right? I mean, for instance, Blade. Blade does not look like Wesley Snipes. Blade is not American. Blade is British in the comics. And obviously with Spider-Man, with the Raimi films, which I really love, but they didn't follow the comic books exactly. So yes, there is flexibility. The Tim Burton Batman, right, did not follow the comics. Even Nolan, he had a lot of things from the comics, but a lot of things were not from the comics, right? Bane is not white and British. He's supposed to be Hispanic. So you have some flexibility. I think to resolve these difficulties, precisely go with the comics. Don't disturb too many details. Because, again, yeah, it's possible to have a Blade movie with a biracial, bisexual Chinese woman. Maybe it could work, but it wouldn't be Blade from the Marvel comics. It would be something else. So if we're going to be doing the Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer, it should generally look like the Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer. You could make the Fantastic Four 8 people. You could, but it wouldn't be the Fantastic Four anymore. It'd be Fantastic Eight. You want to keep some things not disturbed. And the Fantastic Four they have is actually pretty decent. So it's just frustrating. It's like Marvel gets things half right and then half wrong. Like the X-Men 97, pretty balanced. Things that never happened in the comics, they're doing it, but things are from the comics, and they're doing that too. I don't know. It just seems like X-Men 97 gives you a really good blueprint. It's very popular. It's working. It seems to be, aside from few idiots, most people love it. But now they do this thing, and you're like, Jesus Christ, can you please stop doing it? I mean, really, it's just getting really, really annoying. And I understand there are many reasons. Maybe it's corporate, contracts, it's just cheaper. They don't want to pay the original writers and creators. They don't want to pay the money. I understand it. There are financial reasons they do avoid the comics. I understand all that. However, it's just getting frustrating. I understand, yes, the MCU is technically separate from the comics. I understand all that. However, it's just a little frustrating. So, am I saying I will never see this? No, but I am disappointed. I'm like, really? This is so simple. It's so simple. Just use Norrin Rad. Again, after this version, if they want to go crazy, do female Silver Surfer, fine. But come on, really, we only have one version of the Silver Surfer so far. And even that one was not that good. And I like Lawrence Fishburne, but, that film needed to be a lot better. We only have one okay version of the Silver Surfer so far, and that's just very frustrating.